This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Invention of airplanes. The Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville, invented the first aircraft. Their fascination with flying started in their childhood. Their father, Milton Wright, who was working in the army, gave them a toy flying machine, which they made replicas and played with. As they grew up, they became interested in studying flying machines and experimenting with glides. The brothers spent a lot of time studying how birds fly and started designing gliders, which they tested several. Around 1902, the brothers flew many test glides, and successfully, on December 17, 1903, they flew the first manned flight off Kill Devil Hills. From then on, the airplane industry was born. Their invention of the aircraft bowled over everybody. Although initially flying was considered a sport or hobby, like other inventions at that time, because of its risks, by 1920, the airplane industry was springing up. Initially, it led to the revolutionization of airmail and then air freights. Eventually, it changed the way people travel today. Although it took so long to gain popularity among inventors, I think it is still the best invention of the 20th century. The aircraft is a remarkable invention in the world's history. Airplanes have significantly altered the way of life as people save a significant amount of time traveling. They are used to help in emergency situations or on urgent calls and transport bulky goods. If it was not for airplanes, globalization would still be a dream. We would still be stuck up on the road for days moving from one state to another, and worst of all, the flow of information could almost be impossible. Although airplanes have evolved over the years, the Wright brothers' invention still remains a genius idea. The transportation industry. The transportation industry dramatically influences our lives both positively and negatively. Positively, transportation has improved the global economy and social dynamics. It has eased how we travel, exchange ideas and information, and conduct business transactions. However, the industry has attributed the increasing sound and air pollution from vehicles, airplanes, and ships. Vehicles have really congested our cities. The Industrial Revolution saw the invention of the steam engine, which was used to power ships, trains, and motor vehicles. The Industrial Revolution led to the invention of power-driven engines used in vehicles, trains, and ships, and it also significantly impacted the world's transportation infrastructure with the construction of canals, tarmac roads, railway lines, and turnpike road networks. The Industrial Revolution increased the population, and there were limited education opportunities, and children were required to labor. Child labor was used since it was cheaper than adult labor, and with the invention of new machines, there was no need for strong and experienced adult workers. Children used to work under hazardous, congested, and deplorable conditions. The bad working conditions led to the rise of labor unions formed by the workers, which took action to protect the laborers. Labor unions led to the adoption of legislation that set minimum age limits for child laborers, created protection standards, and established schools for children. Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Edison was a prolific American inventor, scientist, and entrepreneur. He was born in Milan, Ohio, in 1847. Edison has 1,094 United States patents and is credited for many inventions. His main inventions include the phonograph and the motion picture camera, which led to mass communication. Even today, these devices are still used, although they have evolved. Edison was still the genius behind the idea. Edison developed the model and execution of electric power generation and distribution to homes, companies, and industries, an idea that greatly impacted the industrialized world. I think that Edison has done a lot in bringing the world to where we are, and he deserves this award. Did you like this What Makes Airplanes Fly? The Industrial Revolution sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivpanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs, without even having to register.